Let us open our hearts. The faithful of the Diocese of Ogdensburg have set out on a 5-year journey with our eyes and hearts focused on creating a culture of vocations, of strengthening faith formation and family life, and of building parishes with living stones. Our continuing generous support of the annual Bishops' Fund appeal will be critical in providing the ministries and programs that will help us address the newly established diocesan priorities. With your generous participation in this annual appeal, our journey of faith will be Christ-led as people of the North Country answer their vocational call to become priests, deacons, consecrated women and men, commissioned lay ministers, and active, faith-filled parishioners.
The generosity of the annual Bishops' Fund appeal throughout my first 3 years of priestly formation at St. Charles Borromeo Seminary has been of extraordinary assistance to me. Each semester, a scholarship from the Bishops' Fund is given to our seminarians to assist them with the cost of books, supplies, travel, and other related expenses. As a result of the scholarships received, I am able to engage in seminary formation, and I am able to listen to God's voice in my heart. For this, we are very grateful. With every scholarship we receive, the Bishop assures us with thoughts and prayers, and along with those of the whole diocese. I pray daily that the diocese will be blessed with more vocations to the priesthood. The scholarship is much more than a monetary donation. It becomes a message of love. I hope one day to be able to serve the diocese as a priest and to show how grateful I am for your generosity.
We are presently experiencing a shortage of priests, deacons, and religious in our North Country. As lay people, it is our responsibility to encourage vocations. My wife and I found ourselves asking, "What would you have us do, Lord? We know there is a huge hole that needs to be filled. Father can't do it all."
So we as disciples of Jesus need to demonstrate the beauty of the gospel to others. We need to be equipped and prepared to defend and pass on our faith. To this end, we enrolled in the Formation for Ministry classes and were commissioned as lay ministers in 2013. The Formation for Ministry program enabled us to immerse ourselves into all the beauty and richness of our faith and be able to share it with others, hopefully using the gentleness and compassion so important to our Holy Father, Francis.
It has helped us focus and fine-tune our faith in a way that we could not do on our own. We have to offer our time and talents to keep the Catholic faith alive and vibrant in the North Country. Our formation classmates have become lifelong friends in faith. These friendships will remain an invaluable source of help, reassurance, and reinforcement. We are also very grateful to have our pastor, Father Arthur LaBaffe's support in our endeavors. We encourage all who are able to avail yourselves of this fine course of study.
Our journey of faith will be Christ-fed through faith, formation, and religious education in our schools and parishes, nourished and united by the Word and Eucharist, and energized to reach out to others seeking God and fellowship.
Our parish, the Roman Catholic community of St. Alexander and St. Joseph, is fortunate enough to have 79 children and 10 catechists involved in our religious education program. It is our job to provide those young minds with the very best tools to take with them on their spiritual journey. Together with my catechists, we have created a program in the hopes of not only teaching these children about their faith, but also educating and supporting their families. Even though we try to provide these children with as many church-related experiences as we can, reality is we only spend a very short time with them. That is why I truly believe that family catechesis is equally as important as the work we do with our students. We want parents to feel confident in the work that we do, and we also want them to feel comfortable enough to come to us with questions or concerns. To achieve this goal, during sacramental years, we host parent meetings several times throughout the year to let parents know exactly what their children are working on in class and to let them know how they can help prepare their child for the very important step they are preparing to take in their faith. Also, we provide activities and suggest topics for the parents and children to work on at home. Parents are the most important and influential teachers in a child's life. It is so important that we relay that message to our families and also provide them with several ways to take an active role in their child's religious education. I am grateful that I am able to rely on other DREs in the area for direction and inspiration. I'm also grateful for programs such as CORE and Faith Formation that are provided by our diocese for education and support. I would truly like to thank those who support the Bishop's Fund Appeal, which enables these ministries to be present in our parishes across the diocese.
Our journey of faith will be hope-filled as our youth begin to take active leadership roles in their parishes.
For the past 6 summers, I attended Camp Guggenheim and even had the chance to be a part of the Teen Vision program that is offered there. To say every amazing way that my experience at camp has made me the person I am today could take days. While I was there, I made friends, met awesome role models, and had so much fun, all the while strengthening my relationship with Christ while surrounded by others who felt the same way that I did. It was a very nurturing environment. The Leadership Weekend is another event sponsored by the diocese that I'm glad to have attended. During these 2 days, I was able to build my leadership skills through activities with friends that I had already made and friends that I made along the way. While I was there, I was also able to experience the sacrament of reconciliation, which I was so glad that they offered. Before we left on Sunday, we all celebrated Mass. This event really energized me, and I went back to my church and school ready to be the leader that I should be. I've also attended the youth rally for the last couple of years. This event was always a fun time, listening to speakers like Chris Stefanik or Christopher Paget, and attending workshops taught by priests or people from the diocese. I always came away from the event even better than when I arrived. It's safe to say that I wouldn't be the person I am today without my involvement in these programs.
And as we reach out to families who are facing emergency situations, such as house fires, flooding, exorbitant home heating costs, and high medical expenses.
In the past several months, we have truly found the definition of kindness and the meaning of gratitude. 3 days before Thanksgiving, I received a message at work that a structure fire had been called in by my husband. A friend drove me home and there was fire shooting from both ends of the house. After finding my husband safe at a neighbor's house, we waited with friends and family throughout the day until the fire inspector declared our home a total loss. Pastor Father Chris Carrera was out of state the day of the fire, but showed up the next day with a gift from the Bishop's Fund and prayers from Bishop LaValle. He said there was no hesitation when he called Ogdensburg about helping us. It meant so much to us to know that our parish and our diocese were there for us, both spiritually and financially. It helped us regroup and start getting back on track. This kindness, this blessing, has strengthened our spirit and helped us heal, and for this we will always be grateful.
This year's goal is $1,275,000. All gifts received after our goal is reached will be used to provide emergency grants to families and individuals in need through the Bishop's Good Samaritan Fund. Thank you for opening your heart and supporting the 2014 Bishop's Fund Appeal.